Hello, this is Sage the Balloon Sage, and today I have a requested balloon, a beautiful balloon watermelon. This is a really cool design because if you look, there's actually a pink core in there, and you can draw seeds on it. You can almost make it look like a slice was cut out. And I'm going to be making a follow-up video to this where I'll teach you how to make a vine and put a bunch of them on there, make the flowers and the leaves, and make it all look aesthetically, biologically accurate. But for now, I'm just going to teach you this. One watermelon, and you're going to need a pink 646 for the core. You're going to need 6 lime green 160s, and you're going to need 6 green 260s. For step 1, we're basically going to be inflating everything, and we start with the core, which is about, you can estimate about 12 fingers in length. You want to make sure you've got a nice tail on either side because that's integral to the design. As well, you're going to take your green 260s, of which we're supposed to have 6 of them, and you're going to stretch it out and inflate it to 2.5 fingers of tail. Just like that. Alright, let a little air out. And you're going to do that to all 6. And once you've done that to all 6, you're going to pair them up. Tie them together, just like this, so that you have 3 pairs of green 260s tied together. And as you probably can guess, we're going to just tie them all together in the middle. Incidentally, we will be doing the same thing with the lime green 160s, but let's wait and inflate those after we get this done. So make this pattern right here. This entire design is roughly the same technique repeated several times, followed by a series of adjustments. You're going to attach the nozzle right in the middle of all these twists. And make sure it's poking out at the top because you need this. You need to know where this part is. Okay, just like this. Now here's the technique. You take 2 from the top, and in an even portion, you're going to tie it so that it's centered, and it'll all be the same length as long as you do this the same way each time. You're going to tie it down here, and you are going to tie it into your tail here, but you don't want to lose track of this, and you don't want this to be all knotted up in there. So tie it down here, just like that. Now you don't want these too loose. Oh, watch the cherries. I'm going to pop my cherry over here. And you don't want it too tight, so measure it again on the sides, just like this, and do it with the next 2. Tie it at the top there. Have. And yes, as you may imagine, we're doing it again. So you'll have 6 tube twists, or cylinder twists, surrounding the pink core. Tie it off at the top, and then make sure the tail is sticking out in the middle there, just like this. Alright, so what do you suppose we do next? Well, we're going up. We're going to do the same technique. Grab one on either side, and then tie it at the top. Like that. Now, once you get, I originally only used 5, and now I'm using 6. It gets bunched up here especially. This is your tricky, your trouble spot here, but that's where the adjustments come in. Sometimes it helps if this portion is a little less inflated than the middle portion, but, you know, we're just going to have to go with the flow and see how it works. So, grab your next 2, and again, they'll get caught on there, so you want to make sure they're even. As long as these are all even, that's what's important. At this point, you may even want to grab just one at a time and do them on their own so that you make sure you have the correct proportion. Maybe not, it's up to you. With the adjustments coming in already, I can't avoid it. Alright, just 2 more. Put that on there. And our last one, come up over here. And get this up into the top there. there it is. So make sure these are all really tied up into each other at the top, because now we have to break off. Do a little bit of adjustment. As I said before, you don't have to do that. But this is the basic shape right there. There we go. Okay, now we pop off and then tie all these together without letting them go and losing air and everything like that. So I'll join you in 1 second. So I've cut off all the tail scraps as well as the pink nozzle. As the 160s are utilized slightly differently, what's cool is that you can actually pretty much stop here if you replace the pink core with a lime green 646, and you can have a simple watermelon. But if you're like me, you probably want to have a fully realized design, so you can continue by inflating your lime green 160s and pairing them up. You're going to inflate it to 4 fingers of tail, because as I said before, the technique's a little bit different here. So pair them up. You're going to have 3 pairs here. Tie this on. And like with the green 260s, we are going to use the tail from the pink 646 and tie it on this end. Let's get these all together real quick. And simply tie it into the tail of the pink 646. You want to get it kind of low because you want to have more of an indentation than it sticking out at the end. So really try to tie that in there tight. Just like that. And you can do whatever you want with the tail. You can cut it off or just stick it in there or whatever. Whatever you want to do. There we go. Okay. That's generally the same technique, except as you come down, you're going to do one at a time here. And when you get to this part, you're going to kind of push the air out of the middle and then continue the other side like that. So, I don't know, do you want to tie it in? I guess you could tie it into the knot there, but it's almost not even needed. So come up the other side, just like this, and tie it into the middle. Once you've done that with one, you're going to do it with the next one. So go down one side. Let me see if there's a way to do this without tying it. I guess if you just kind of pull it tight, but make sure there's not a lot of air in there, you could get away with doing it kind of simply like that. I don't know. Yeah, if it's tight enough, it should be fine. I'm perfecting the technique live on the video here, but whatever. Alright, come up the other side. Get your next one. Come on down. Tie it in the center. Yeah, just make it to the center. Pull it tight. It should be fine. Come over here. Tie it in. And of course, you want one in between each 260. Down. Middle. Go up the other side. Make them all even, of course. Only 2 more balloons to go. Come down this side. If there's any imperfections, you can maybe cover it with other portions of other 160. Come up the side. Tie it in. Final one. And I kind of miscalculated here, so you're going to want to make sure if you're on one side, go on the other side. That's okay. You get a little creative. Okay. And come up the other side. The rest is all just manipulating it so that it looks perfect to you. So I'm going to pop these off. Alright, it is as simple as that. You just get those extra little scraps off, and I gotta be honest, I didn't really have to manipulate this very much. It kind of came out great just the way it is. As long as you tie it on right, you won't have to spend a lot of time. This one, my goodness, I spent so much time manipulating it. I'm really happy with this design. Thank you so much, Lynn, for asking me to do this. I love the inspiration I get from my subscribers, and please check out my other balloon twisting food, and as you can see, I have more on the way. Deluxe food designs that you're not going to see anywhere else. Thank you very much.